My family, the son of the President of the United States of America, Hunter Biden, has been found guilty on all counts in gun case. And my family, this conviction marks the first time a president's immediate family member has been found guilty of a crime during their father's term in office. And the reason today that I'm talking about this is the response from Hunter Biden's father, President Joe Biden. Now, here is what Joe Biden said in response to his son's conviction. And I quote, "Can you please pay attention to this?" And I quote, "As I said last week, I am the president, but I am also a dad. Jill and I love our son, and we are so proud of the man he is today. So many families who have had loved ones battle addiction understand the feeling of pride, seeing someone you love come out the other side and be so strong and resilient in recovery. As I also said last week, I will accept the outcome of this case and will continue to respect the judicial process as Hunter considers an appeal. Jill and I will always be there for Hunter and the rest of our family with our love and support. Nothing will ever change that. The love of a father for his son. A father who is by his son's side in the good times and in the bad times. A remarkable good father. When I heard his statement, my family, even I saw people, members of the squad, commenting and saying this in response to Joe Biden's statement. For example, let me read your comment. "So touched to see a father love his son with his whole chest, and a stepmother who sees his son as her own. There are no sources, no leaks, no throwing his son under the bus. Just love, a father's love for his son." Charles could learn a thing or two from Joe Biden. And my family thing is, Prince Harry has not been convicted of anything. Don't get me wrong, my family. Prince Harry has never been convicted or charged of any crime whatsoever. Harry is a good man. The only thing he's ever done is protect his family from the toxic UK tabloid press. For his actions of simply protecting his family, prioritizing the safety of Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet Diana, Harry has been punished by his father Charles for daring to stand up to his wife's abusers, to protect the mother of his kids, to protect the love of his life, Meghan. Charles himself has abused his son's wife. Not because Meghan has done anything wrong. No, she has done nothing wrong. Or because Charles is jealous of Meghan's star power and wants her gone because He wants the limelight on him and him alone. Not on Prince Harry, not on Meghan, not on Harry and Meghan's kids, Archie and Lilibet Diana. He wants the spotlight on him. Why do you think Charles put his coronation on the same day as Archie's birthday? I mean, he could have chosen any other day, but he chose the date of Archie's birthday. It's about envy, jealousy. Charles wants the spotlight on him, not on Harry, Meghan's son Archie, not on Harry, and not on Meghan, especially not on Meghan. Charles doesn't want that. He wants the spotlight on him. And he's a failure as a father. Charles is a failure as a father. And I look at Joe Biden and how clearly he loves his son. I'm like, yep, that is true love. That is true love. That's true love. I mean, when have you ever heard Charles, even once, condemn abuse towards his son? When have you ever heard Charles, even once, condemn the harassment and hounding of his son, his son's wife, and also his son's children? When? It's never happened. It's never happened. Even when Harry and Meghan were pursued by a ring of highly aggressive paparazzi in New York, Charles never ever issued a statement to condemn the hounding and harassment of his son Prince Harry. And yet, we all know what happened when Diana was chased. She was chased to her death. And Charles could not use his power to demand Wikimedia to stop harassing his son. Don't put his son's life at risk. Charles would not even do that. Even a single statement. And this is what Harry has been saying. That despite all the attacks, all the abuse that he and Meghan experienced in the UK, not once, even when members of parliament were writing letters saying how they support Meghan, how they are there with Meghan, condemning racism, condemning misogyny towards Meghan, the royal family kept quiet and never said anything to defend and protect Meghan. They said, never complain, never explain. But they've been doing an awful lot of complaining and explaining when other members of the royal family are spoken about negatively by the UK tabloid press. UK media, it's like they have an embargo whereby they are not allowed to talk about Kate Middleton or ask questions about her whereabouts. Meghan not being seen for just 2 weeks, just 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Already you're seeing divorce rumors. Already. Kate has not been seen since last year publicly. Media, it's important that Kate enjoys, her privacy right now. She has a right to privacy. And by asking questions about her whereabouts, somehow she's being trolled. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And shows you the double standards in how, Meghan was treated and continues to be treated compared to Kate Middleton, whereby Meghan is treated appallingly because of her race, while Kate is protected by the media. And that just ain't right. That just ain't right. It's so unfair. And my family, one other reason that I chose to speak about this is because Carnival of so-called expert Tom Quinn, my family, who has been mourning a lot about Harry and Meghan and talking about Harry and Meghan a lot. And once again, this guy has zero access to Harry and Meghan. Let's get that very clear. Now, Tom Quinn is saying this, and I quote, Harry must, I repeat, the words he used is must. Prince Harry must contact King Charles for Father's Day. The whole world is watching, says Carnival of so-called expert Tom Quinn. And the thing is, my family, I'm a fan of Harry and Meghan. I love Harry and Meghan. I adore Harry and Meghan. I can't tell really how Harry and Meghan what to do. I can't tell them what to do. I can only give my opinions based on what I see. I can say, Harry, please don't do this. I can say this and that. At the end of the day, Harry and Meghan will do what they want to do. And you know what? I respect Harry and Meghan because this is their lives. This is their lives. My family. It's their life. And only they can do what they want with their life. But when I see UK media making demands to Prince Harry, Harry, you must be the one who calls Charles on Father's Day. Call him and you must do it. It's sickening. It's sickening. Completely sickening. Because when Harry was in the UK, Charles refused to see his son Prince Harry. He refused. It's a fact. He refused to see his son Prince Harry. He refused. When Harry was in the UK, and Harry is rarely in the UK. He comes from time to time. Maybe the next time Harry goes there will be for the World Child Awards. My family have no idea when. Maybe that will be the next time Harry will be in the UK for the World Child Awards. Because every year he does go over to the UK to attend the World Child Awards, my family. But the thing is, he was there recently to attend the 10th anniversary service of the Invictus Games being held at St. Paul's Cathedral. And when he was there, Charles refused to see his own son, Prince Harry. He refused. And the tabloids, they knew how bad it looked. And they had to make up excuses about why Charles refused to see his son. And then you had like 10 different versions of why Prince Harry was unable to see Charles. And you are having the Paris blaming Prince Harry for Charles not wanting to see his son. And Charles is a failure as a father. He is a failure as a grandfather to Archie and Lilibet Diana. Let me mention to you some of the stories we had at the time. For example, my family, I remember this very well. Carnival of so-called expert Charlotte Griffiths was saying, oh, if Prince Harry only came over with Archie and Lilibet, it would be possible for Charles to say no to see Archie and Lilibet. He wouldn't be able to say no. Something inside him would have made him see them. UK media have to keep on making excuses after excuses after excuses. And now they also want the kids. You know? And then UK media blame Meghan for Archie and Lilibet not being able to come over to see Charles. My family, if UK media think that they can separate Meghan from her kids, my family, something is seriously wrong with them. If you think that Meghan won't be present in any meeting between Charles and her kids, UK media have something wrong inside of their heads. Because it appears to me that that's what they wanted. They somehow want to isolate Meghan from her kids, from Prince Harry, from her kids. And my family, you would think that they care about Archie and Lilibet. They don't. They just want those pictures to plaster across the front page of Daily Mail, The Sun, The Mirror. Which would happen if Prince Harry was in the royal fold, UK media would feel entitled to pictures of Archie, Lilibet, and Harry would have no choice but to give his kids' abusers, his wife's abusers, what they want. If it's photos of the kids of Archie, Lilibet, Harry will have no choice but to give them. He'll have no choice because he won't be free to decide in matters having to do with my family, his child. You know, if Harry and Meghan even a penny of taxpayer money, UK media will feel entitled to their kids. And the reason that even though still UK media feel entitled to Archie and Lilibet, the fact is, even right now, UK media, no matter how many times they demand, Harry and Meghan, show us your kids, Harry and Meghan don't have to do what they're told. But if they were in the royal fold, if they were earning taxpayer money, Harry and Meghan would have no choice but to grant their abusers access to their kids. They'll have no choice in the matter, which is what UK media want. For Harry and Meghan to lose the freedom that they have right now. That's why even UK media keep trying to drag Harry back to the UK because they can't stand seeing him free. They can't stand seeing him happy, thriving. It's easier to exploit Harry if he's in the UK. It's much difficult to exploit him when he is in the US. I mean, look right now. Look at what's happening right now. Harry and Meghan have not been seen in like 2 weeks. And already you're seeing UK media trying to lure them out, to come out by spreading divorce rumors about them. The behavior of the UK tabloid media is just so sick. And my family also, I'm so sickened that every time the abusers are like, Prince Harry, you are the one who should reach out to Charles. Why can't they say, Charles, reach out to your son? Charles, be a father and reach out to your son. Why is it always, Harry, you be the one, reach out. Harry, you be the one, reach out to Prince William. Harry, you be the one, reach out to Charles. It's sickening. I mean, come on, it's sickening. My family, it reaches a point whereby even if you're Prince Harry yourself, you have got to realize the more they keep on demanding for you to be the one to reach out to your father, it shows you the guy doesn't care about you. Doesn't love you. He doesn't. You know? It's sad, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Because the thing is, if you love someone, you will at least make an effort to be in that person's life. You will make an effort. Do any of you see Charles making an effort to be in the lives of Archie, Lilibet, or Harry, or Meghan? You don't see that. You hear the stories, but you don't see actions. Actions. You don't see actions. You know? You hear the PR, the propaganda, to try and paint Charles in a positive light. Oh, my name is Charles, and I don't want video calls anymore with Archie and Lilibet. I want to be able to be in their lives. I want to be closer to them. Okay, Charles, fine. We hear you. Then why are you unwilling to give Harry and Meghan security? Charles, are you willing to give Harry and Meghan security? Are you willing to ensure the safety of Archie, Lilibet? Charles would say, hold it right there. That's not up to me. So his actions tell you a different story. His actions tell you a different story, because the fact is, if Charles wanted Harry and Meghan and Archie and Lilibet to have security, they'd have security 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But the fact is, Charles doesn't want Harry and Meghan to have security. You know? So then why? Why every time you keep hearing, Harry, you be the one to reach out to your father? Why is it always Prince Harry every time? Prince Harry is the victim of abuse. His wife, Meghan, has been attacked viciously by the UK tabloid media following the orders of senior members of the royal family like Charles and Prince William. Not once have you heard, Charles, why can't you condemn the abuse towards your son? You haven't even heard that even once. But you do keep hearing, Harry, you're the one who needs to say sorry. Apologize to Charles. Harry, apologize to Prince William. You don't hear William say you're sorry to Harry. You don't hear that. You don't hear that. Because the abusers aren't sorry. If the abusers aren't sorry for abusing Harry and Meghan, then why should Harry and Meghan be the ones to say sorry to their abusers? Why? Why should the victims of abuse be the ones to say sorry or apologize to their abusers? It's like Harry and Meghan are being told, Harry, say you're sorry because Jeremy Clarkson wrote and published that vile column about your wife Meghan. Harry, say sorry to Jeremy Clarkson. Meghan, you heard what Jeremy Clarkson said about you. Say you're sorry to him for his abuse of you. It was so hard for him to do that. That's basically what's going on right now. You know, my family. Charles keeps showing that he doesn't care about his son. My family, can you please hear this kindly, please, please. Tom Quinn says that Prince Harry is facing a Father's Day nightmare. Carnival of so-called expert Tom Quinn has claimed, as he knows the world will be watching to see if he is big enough to reach out to his father, King Charles, on Father's Day. Harry was big enough to reach out to Charles just a few weeks ago when he was in the UK. And you know what Charles told him? He told him he's too busy to see Prince Harry. He's preoccupied with other matters. You know? That's what Charles said. He's too busy with other matters, with other affairs, my family. Harry said, fine, you know what? Hopefully next time I'll see him. And my family, he continued with the business or the work he had to do in the UK, and then left to join Meghan at Heathrow Airport, where they took a plane to Nigeria. My family, and now they're back home in California, in my family, Montecito, at their beautiful mansion. Harry said what he said and moved on. Charles was not big enough to reach out to his son, to go over there and see his son. But now, Harry once again is being asked again, after all the disrespect, neglect, abandonment that Charles ensures Harry feels from Charles. Still, Harry is asked again, Harry, you reach out to Charles on Father's Day again. Why can't Charles be the one to reach out to Prince Harry? Why? Why? You know, why? You know, don't beg someone who doesn't love you for love. Don't beg. You know? And Tom Quinn says that King Charles' birthday and Father's Day are both a nightmare for Prince Harry, and that he knows the world will be watching to see whether he's big enough to reach out to his father, and that he's determined to try to ignore his troubled relationship with his father, and he will suddenly send a warm message. And that it's easy to forget that Prince Harry really does love his father. He just hates the fact that Charles seems always to support Prince William when there is a family dispute. My family, on this stuff that Tom Quinn is saying, that Harry hates the fact that Charles always supports William when there is a family dispute. My family, let me kindly say this, please. I have always been honest with all of you when I say this. Charles and William only appear to unite when they're trying to destroy Harry and Meghan. When Harry was in the UK, for the first time of the year, Charles and William were photographed together, whereby Prince William was being handed over a honorary role of an army unit that Prince Harry was part of. And the media made us remember, you know what, Harry was part of this unit. Harry was part of this army unit that William is now being given by Charles. The media made us remember that. And also, clearly, they did it to try and somehow hurt Prince Harry in a way, to make him, kind of jealous, because they know how important the military is to Prince Harry. That's why the media did what they did. And my family, but in doing that, they also reminded us that clearly the only time Charles and William can ever get together, the only time they can ever unite, is if they have one goal, and that is to try and humiliate Harry. That is to try and hurt Prince Harry. And it appears to me, the media wrote saying that we need unity in the royal family. The royal family needs to be united. And this rift has been going on for so long. And if Harry is able to reconcile with Charles and William, the public, the world will love to see a united royal family. And my family thing is, I agree. I agree in one thing that they've said here. That indeed, Charles and William will unite to finish what they started with Prince Harry with the smear campaign. We'll try to destroy him and Meghan. That's how they'll unite. That's basically, what will make them unite. But if Harry and Meghan are away from their abusers, my family, you will not see Charles and William uniting. You will not see that. No matter what anyone tells you, you will not see that happening, my family. You will not see that. For as long as Harry is happy, thriving, and living his best life, my family, UK media, the reason why they say that Charles and William will unite, and if Harry comes over, is because indeed it will happen. And they want that to happen because they want the whole family to be once again united in one purpose only, and that is to finish the spare, to destroy his life, his future completely, because the fact is they failed in doing that. And to Prince Harry, I would say this: Harry, don't let them do that to you. Don't let them destroy your own family with Meghan and Archie and Lilibet, Diana. Don't let them, don't allow them, because that's what they want. That's their agenda. Yes, I agree with the Rota. The royal family will unite if Harry is able to reconcile with William and Charles. Yes, the royal family will be united. But the ones who really will be united is Charles and William, to finish what they started with Harry, to finish what they've been unable to accomplish with Harry, and that is destroying the spare. Harry, don't let them do that to you. Don't let them do that to Meghan. And the thing is, I'm thankful because with Meghan, you don't hear these stories. Meghan needs to reach out to Thomas Markle. Even if they say it, they know it won't happen. Because Meghan cuts off people who abuse her. People who say abusive things towards her, towards Harry, towards Archie, towards Lily Petana. You don't negotiate with abusers. You cut them out. In my family, Meghan is the perfect example of protecting your peace and mental health. And no wonder UK media feel so scared of Meghan. They feel terrified of her. And they fear Prince Harry will do the same thing. And they don't want Harry to do that. Because if Harry does that, to my family, honestly, business-wise for the UK media, it's going to be terrible for them. Because then how do they come up with all these stories, all this stuff, all this nonsense that they keep writing my family? With Meghan, thankfully, you don't have to hear this nonsense, my family. I mean, Meghan is just amazing when it comes to protecting her peace and her mental health. You don't hear Meghan reach out to Thomas Markle, even if some carnival of so-called say to my family, they know with Meghan, it ain't happening. Thomas Markle chose a side, and he chose UK media, who abused his daughter over his daughter. My family. And Meghan, even in Harry's own words, Meghan mourned her father. She's done with him. It's over. My family. And that's how you deal with an abuser. And you let them complain about it. Like how UK media have been complaining on behalf of Thomas Markle. Oh, Thomas Markle would love to see Meghan. Oh, Thomas Markle should be able to see his grandkids. He ain't going to see anything. Abusers will not be in Harry and Meghan's lives. Harry, don't allow them to destroy your family. Don't. A family. And really, honestly, what angers me so much, honestly, is seeing constantly Harry being the one being asked, reach out. Call your father Harry. Call your brother Harry every single time. Harry, the victim of abuse, is the one being asked to call his abusers constantly. You don't hear them saying, William, call your brother Prince Harry. You don't hear that. My family, if that's how they feel about Prince Harry, you know what? Harry is much better off without having William and Charles in his life. The thing is, only Harry knows best. And whatever choice or decision that he makes for family, I believe he'll do what is best for him, for Meghan, for Archie, and for Lily Petana. Like he's always done. I don't doubt that. Because UK media want Harry to change. They want him to be someone different, someone who is more like Charles and William. People who don't respect their wives. Harry, don't be like that. Don't be that kind of a person. Continue being a good man, a good husband to Meghan, and a good father to Archie and Lily Petana. Never ever stoop to the level of the toxic UK tabloid press. My family. And then they say, meanwhile, Prince Harry is even having struggles to even schedule a call with King Charles. And that Tom Quinn further alleged that attempts by Harry to arrange a call with his father have been met with hesitation, stating Harry has tried to schedule a call with his father already, but his father is prevaricating with Camilla, advising against anything that might upset King Charles. And with Father's Day set for June 16th and the King's birthday on June 17th, not to mention his actual birthday on November 14th when he turns 76, all eyes will be on the royal family dynamics. Harry, do you hear that? Do you hear that? UK media, what a performance. Again. And for as long as the UK tabloid media are more interested in drama in the royal family, you are never ever going to see a kind of healing or mending of any rift between Harry and Charles or Harry and Prince William. Because all the tabloid media cares about family, all the tabloids care about so much is just getting drama. That's all they truly care about so much. And then you hear again, Harry should be the one who's trying to call Charles. Harry's the one who's trying to call Charles. Harry's the one. They're portraying Harry as if he's begging. He's begging. And this is the media perspective that they're creating for Prince Harry, whereby they really want him to beg. Remember the words of the carnival of so-called experts in what they want to see Harry doing. Of when they say, Prince Harry gonna come back here with a tail between his legs. A failure. On his knees. My family, they say that because they want that to be the reality. They want that to happen. They want Harry to be the one who's begging. I remember when Harry and Meghan stepped back as senior members of the royal family. When it happened, my family, I saw in real time how UK media created cartoon pictures of Harry begging for money outside Buckingham Palace. They wanted to be a beggar as some kind of punishment for refusing to put up with abuse. In exchange, be given some crumbs, some breadcrumbs by his father. My family. My family. Harry, please. You'll do what you want to do and you'll have every right because this is your life. But all I can say is this, Harry. Don't beg. Don't beg. Don't beg. Don't beg. Because if you beg, you are playing into their game. They want to see you begging, Harry. Don't beg. Don't beg. Don't beg. Do not beg. Do not beg, Harry. Do not beg. Don't beg for a place to stay. Don't beg to see Charles. If he doesn't want to see you, continue their life. Don't beg. Don't beg. Don't give them the pleasure of seeing you begging because, Harry, I can assure you, they want to see you begging. They want to see you begging, Harry. Don't let them see you begging. Don't let them. Don't let them. Don't beg, Harry. Don't beg. My family, on Father's Day, Archie and Lily Bedana will be having their father by their side, loving them, showering them with enormous love and affection. Because they have a good father. Charles has a lousy father. And that's a fact. Charles has a lousy father, and that's a fact. And I'm so sorry to Prince Harry because of the kind of person that he has, for a father. I am so sorry to Prince Harry, my family. Even someone said that these people are so desperate to drag Harry that they are fantasizing about entire scenarios in which Harry needs to try to call his father, but somehow he's being blown by Camilla and courtiers, and that it's all Harry's fault, while also demanding Harry keep doing it. Harry, keep on reaching out to your father over and over again. Keep begging. Harry, don't beg. Don't beg. Don't beg. Don't beg. Don't beg. Because these articles that are being created, written, my family, are indeed making it look as if Harry is the one who's begging, as if Harry is the one who is in the wrong, and that he's trying to be the one who's reaching out because he's the one in the wrong. Because the thing is, the way they're painting Prince Harry, they're painting him as someone in the wrong who's trying to mend fences because he's done something wrong, my family. Yet the one who has been wronged is Harry. The one who was being wronged is Meghan. The ones who have been wronged is Harry, Meghan, and their kids. Doria has been wronged, but they're the ones being asked to reach out. My family, the thing is, readers are being brainwashed into believing that the ones in the wrong are Harry and Meghan, and that they are the ones who are trying to fix things. My family, listen, I believe that Prince Harry is trying to fix things. Why? Because Harry has said, yes, he loves his family. Yes, an illness even, the whole family can be able to bring families together. Yes, Harry has said that. I believe that Harry is trying to fix things. But also, you can't fix things with someone who's hell-bent in painting you as the villain, in painting you as the person in the wrong. Yet, my family, it is Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet who are the ones who have been wronged. My family. Harry, have a good time in California with Archie and with Lilibet. Enjoy your fun moments as a father. Be the father that you'd have wanted, basically to have. Because clearly, Harry does not have a good father in Charles. But Harry is someone who was wanted to be a parent for a long, long time. Even in the Harry and Meghan documentary, Meghan said this, that she and Harry bonded because even more that they wanted to be parents. Both of them really, really wanted to be mom and dad. And I know that indeed Archie and Lilibet are loved and protected. And the farm is hell-bent on destroying the beautiful family that Harry and Meghan have created and built for themselves and built for their kids. The farm wants it all destroyed. Because, as I've always said, even if Prince Harry is able to reconcile with Charles and William and then ends up losing his wife, what will he have gained? What will he have gained? He would have lost his own family in the process of trying to gain a toxic, dysfunctional family. And thing is, it's all about the media's agenda of ensuring the spare is always destroyed. Harry, don't let them do that to you. Don't let them do that to you. Don't let them do that to you, Harry. Don't let them do that to you. Because I feel like they feel Harry is some kind of, approachable, that maybe they have some kind of hope in trying to get him back even. I feel like that's how the media feels. That with Harry, they can maybe perhaps get him back. Because all of his life, Harry has been brought up to be basically accept abuse. Harry has been brought up to somehow, be okay with the abuse that my family he is put through. My family. Harry has been brought up to feel that way. And Harry, I am here to tell you this. Harry, you and Meghan or anyone doesn't deserve the abuse that, in this case, you and Meghan have experienced at the hands of the UK media. Archie and Lilibet Dana, as innocent, beautiful kids, didn't deserve to be abused and also experience racism at the hands of the UK tabloid media. And even senior members of the royal family, like Charles and Kim Milton, who are concerned about Archie's skin color. Harry and Meghan should never have gone through what they've gone through. And it's sad, what Harry and Meghan have had to go through. I remember when the story came out that Charles and Kay Moulton were the senior members of the royal family who were concerned about Archie's skin color. I remember how UK media were like, Prince Harry should come out and defend his father. You know what? Harry was quiet. And he said nothing about, what had happened. And he was right not to say anything. You know why? Because not once has Charles ever condemned racism or abuse or the abuse of Harry and Meghan. Not even once has he ever condemned it. But always looking media, Harry and Meghan, defend Charles. Harry and Meghan, go over and defend Prince William. Defend them. Defend Kate Middleton. Meghan, speak up in defense of Kate Middleton. Meghan, speak up in defense of Camilla. But not once do you hear them calling for Charles and William or Kate or Camilla to defend Harry and Meghan from the abuse that UK media have subjected Meghan, Archie, Lilibet, Harry, and Meghan to. You don't hear that. You don't hear that. My family. In this case, it's the victim of abuse who is expected to reach out to the abuser. Harry, do not give them the pleasure of seeing you begging, because they really want to see you begging, Harry. They really want to see you begging. They really want to see you begging. You know? My family, let me read even some comments on this story, my family. Can you please? Harry can do whatever he wants to do. If he wants to call Charles, he can. If Charles pays him dust like he did when Harry was in the UK recently, Charles is free to do that as well. Harry is a father himself, so he'll be celebrating with Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet with his family. I agree with that, my family, 100%. But also, when Charles says he doesn't want to see Prince Harry, he also should never ever try to paint himself as a caring father or a caring grandfather. For me, I find it sickening that he tries to portray himself as a grandfather who's caring, as a father who's caring, when he is not. That makes me sick. And my family, that must be called out. Someone else said that the question is, can the monarchy even survive without constantly bringing up Harry and Meghan? Because they sure don't seem to care about Kate Middleton. UK media have been told not to ask questions about Kate Middleton, and they follow orders. My family, that's why we keep on saying this. If the royal family wanted UK media to stop abusing Meghan, they would have. That's why when Charles told Harry, my darling boy, we can't do anything to control the press, Harry laughed and said, like Pa saying he can't tell his valet what to do, because Harry knew the power that the firm had over the media. Someone else said that Harry is always the bigger man. Someone family else said that, my family. The media is making it obvious that the palace, Camilla, will report if Harry calls or not. My family. I'm sure Harry wants a drama-free day with his family, and King Charles III could care less if he hears from either of his sons. Camilla's sons will do. Indeed, indeed. And also, there's one thing I've always told you about Camilla. With Camilla, I have noticed that she indeed is a good mother to her kids. I have to say that. I have to admit that about Camilla. She's a good mother to her kids. I have to admit that Camilla is a good mother to her kids. I have to admit that. I'm sorry, but I just have to. Camilla is a good mother to her kids. And that's a fact. Camilla is a good mother to her kids. And that is a fact. But one thing that I'm like, Charles, why can't you see? Even learn actually from Camilla. Not from Joe Biden even. Not even from Camilla, your own wife. Learn from her how it is to be a parent, because look at Camilla's kids. Yes, some of them even have taken drugs. And they've been exposed for my family taking drugs. But Camilla has ensured that to protect her kids, she has fed Harry and William, who are not her sons, to the wolves. She, Camilla, has protected her kids. But look at Charles. Look at Charles, the failed father. You know? Look at Charles, the failed father. He has never ever lifted a finger to defend Harry, to defend Meghan. Not even once. You know? To defend Archie or Lilibet. Not even once. In the future, Charles will one day wake up. He'll be alone, on his own, with no one by his side. He'll remember he could have had the love and affection of Archie and Lilibetana, and he missed out big. My family, because he chased away a son who actually loves him for us and picked a son, William, who clearly him and William do not have a good relationship. The only thing they can bond over is when they're trying to destroy Harry and Meghan. The only time this year Charles and William have ever met up. Harry had to set foot in the UK for Charles and William to meet up. That tells you the state of things. That's why, my family, you hear me saying Charles and William can only bond over trying to destroy Harry and Meghan. You know? UK media want them united in their smear campaign against Harry and Meghan. Finish the job. And Harry, once again, don't give them the pleasure. Don't give them the pleasure. Don't give them the pleasure, Harry, of destroying you. Don't allow them to. My family, someone said King Charles can also call Harry, who is a father also, and wish him a happy Father's Day. But again, media is like, Harry should be the one who calls Charles. Harry, don't let them see you begging. Don't beg, Harry. Don't beg. You know? Someone said Harry had traveled thousands of miles to see, Charles. But Charles only gave Harry less than an hour of his time and then took Harry's security away from him. My family. And Charles hasn't bothered to care or even want to know how Harry's doing. So my family, I do believe that Charles does care about Prince Harry, to be fair to Charles. I do believe he cares about his son Harry. But also, his care for Harry extends only to if he can use Harry. If Charles can't use Harry, you see his true colors. This guy does not love his son. You can see his true colors. He doesn't love his son. He only loves him if he can use him. If he can't use him, then my family, you can see his true colors. Harry, don't beg. Please don't beg. Don't beg. Even the theme of this video should be, Harry, don't beg. Don't beg. They want you to beg. Harry, don't beg. Someone said that Charles must be the one to contact Harry on Father's Day. The world is watching. And if Harry does indeed call Charles on Father's Day and the world finds out about it, then Charles leaked it to the media. If it's a private phone call, then nobody should know about it. My family, we all know that Charles will feed the media. And that's why I've said he only cares about Harry if he can use him. If he can please his media friends. Even this picture that UK media want of Charles with Archie, with Lilibetana, they want it released publicly on the Royal Family's official page. That way, UK media can use that picture on their articles, on their My Family websites to profit from them. And no wonder UK media have been trying to find a way to, somehow gain access to Archie Lilibet using Charles as a weapon of my family. First, Charles used Prince Harry to get good press for himself. Now he wants to use Harry and Meghan's kids, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet Diana, to gain good press for himself. The story of Charles. That's how Charles is. Harry, please. Don't beg, don't beg, and don't ever trust Charles. Don't ever trust Charles. Charles evicted Harry and Meghan from their only UK home. He evicted Harry and Meghan from their only UK home. Charles is the person who stripped Harry, Meghan, Archie off of their security. He doesn't care about Harry, Meghan, or Archie or Libertana. He only cares about himself. He only cares about getting good press from the UK media. As Harry said, Charles hated UK media's hate. But oh, how he loved their love. That's how Charles is. And he is never going to change. There are people you see and you're like, okay, this guy can change. Charles is the person who I look at and say, this person can never ever change. He will always, and hear me right now, Charles will always keep disappointing Harry over and over and over and over and over again. And my family, it's on Prince Harry not to allow himself to keep on being disappointed by Charles' actions over and over and over again. Harry, you have your own family, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet, Diana. Focus on them. On Father's Day, Harry will be celebrated by us, members of the squad, but most importantly by Meghan, by Archie, and by Lilibet Diana. My family, Someone else that I thought the tabloids said Prince Harry was irrelevant. So why would the world be watching him? Imagine the headline, son sends his father a happy Father's Day message. Good one. Son sends his father a happy Father's Day, message. My family, indeed, very true. But that's how the media are, my family. That's how they normally are. The thing is, that's how they are. My family, these people want to keep on using Prince Harry. And Harry is not the slave of the British tabloid media. And the stalkers need to leave Harry alone. And they need to stop making demands to Prince Harry. Harry, reach out to Charles. Harry, reach out to Prince William. Harry, do this and that. They need to understand they don't control Prince Harry. And the sooner that they understand that, the better. They don't control him. Someone else says that I hope Prince Harry is too busy creating memories with his own kids. Me too. Harry doesn't have to do a thing with Charles. Indeed, very true. The world is not watching. It's been over 4 years. No one is interested in this long-suffering drama anymore. Charles evicted them from their home. He obviously doesn't want to hear from them. Someone else, my family, said that. But the media keep on trying to portray Charles as the caring father, as the caring grandfather. A few days ago, we were seeing that article. Oh, Charles cares about Lilibet. He's tired of Zoom calls, video calls. He wants to see them in person. But when you ask, what actions will Charles take to see Archie Lilibet Diana? Nothing, nothing, nothing. He won't do a thing. Charles is a lousy father. That's how he is. And we are being honest when we say that, my family. He's a lousy father. And the tabloid media need to stop trying to make him out to be some caring father, someone who cares about his son, about his grandkids. He doesn't care. My family. Someone else said that Harry owes Charles nothing. Daddy allowed the toxic UK media to abuse his wife and son for years, took away his home and security. Harry should protect his peace. Indeed, very true. You know? Someone else could answer that why his father made it clear last time Harry was in the UK that he did not want to see him. It's not Harry's job to make his father look better for his terrible decisions. I am sure Harry will call him privately, maybe. He doesn't need to make it public just to please the media. But my family, the media wants it to be public. Remember, Britain's royal family is the longest running soap opera, my family. UK media want the drama. If it were up to the UK media, they'd be hacking a phone to find out what happened, what Harry told Charles. If it was up to the UK media, Harry, check your phone. Check your phone. Because UK media have a history of phone hacking, and they love to hack phones. Be careful, Prince Harry. Be very, very careful with Charles, because Charles will always disappoint you. My opinion. It's sad, but it's the truth. Charles will always disappoint you, Prince Harry. Don't allow him to. My family, someone said that, someone said that UK media need to leave Harry and Meghan alone, and Tom Quinn has no access to Prince Harry and Meghan. And my family, he has no access to Harry and Meghan. And also, he can't make demands to Prince Harry. UK media have been suffering with this, how can I put this? They've been unable to accept that they have no control or power over Prince Harry. They're struggling to accept it. That they have no power over Prince Harry. That they have no power over Meghan. They're struggling with accepting that, coming to terms with that. And they need to. They need to come to terms with the fact that they have no control, nor do they have any power over Harry and Meghan. They need to accept it and move on. Accept it and move on. It is Charles who is the one who owes Harry and Meghan a huge apology. And it should be public even. Because the disrespect shown to Meghan, to Prince Harry, has been public. When Charles called Harry telling him, don't bring Meghan to Balmoral, Daily Mail was the first one to report Charles had called Harry telling him, don't come with Meghan to Balmoral. The disrespect that Meghan was shown was public. And the apology to Harry and Meghan should be public. My family. Someone said that you can't tell Prince Harry what he can or can't do. You can't, Tom Quinn. You can't. My family, you can't, But UK media think they have their own Prince Harry. That Prince Harry is their personal property. That he belongs to the UK media. He doesn't belong to the UK media. To Prince Harry, as I end this video, Harry, the media, tabloids, Rota, Charles, William, Camilla, they all want to see you begging. And even if, Harry, you are able to reconcile with Charles and William, don't believe for a second that things are going to be rosy between all of you. It's not going to happen. In history, the spear is destroyed. And Harry, I personally don't want to see them do to you what they did to Margaret or what's happened to Prince Andrew. I don't want it to happen to you, Prince Harry. So for Prince Harry, please protect yourself, Harry. Protect your peace. Protect your sanity, Harry. Protect your peace of mind, Harry. And don't let anybody destroy your peace of mind, Prince Harry. Harry, you have a special family. That's Meghan, Archie, Lily. Protect that. Protect what you have. And don't let anybody destroy what you have, because haters out there, UK media, trolls online, Karens, want to destroy the beautiful family that you and Meghan have. Don't allow them to, Harry. Don't allow them to. You know, I feel like these headlines also are meant to portray Harry as, somehow weak. Harry is not weak. Meghan said herself, even when she was in Nigeria, see how smart Harry is. I believe Harry to be a man of, intelligence and wisdom and family. And I don't believe Harry will ever be manipulated again by Charles and William. Harry, don't allow them to do that to you, Harry. Don't allow them to. Protect your peace, protect your sanity, and protect your family, Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet Diana. Harry, just know how much you are loved, Harry. Harry, just know how much you are loved. And on Father's Day, we remember the lengths that Prince Harry is going to protect his own family, and that's Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet Diana. We remember that Prince Harry has done everything in his power to protect his own family. He is the husband that Diana deserved but never had. But luckily Meghan has. She's blessed with a good man. And Harry, keep on being good. Don't allow the community to destroy you or destroy your family or destroy your happiness, Harry, Meghan. Don't allow them to. Don't allow them to, Harry, Meghan. Now, my family, I think I have said enough. You tell me your thoughts about what we have just discussed. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet Diana and Doria Ragland. And all of you members of the squad at home. Hate never wins. Love wins. And stay tuned to this video. God bless you, all my family. And may no weapon formed against Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet Diana ever prosper. Stay tuned to this video. Love you all forever, and may God bless you all, my family. God bless each and every single one of you, my family. May God bless you all, and stay tuned to our next video, my family. Keep praying for Harry and Meghan and keep pushing them, all the best. And once again, happy Father's Day in advance to all the amazing fathers out there. Those who are with us, and even those, who have gone before us. Like, for example, my late father. My family, stay tuned to this video. Love you all forever, and may God bless each and every single one of you. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.